We got Buddy here today. What's up, Buddy?
Hey, what's up? I'm really excited to dive into this. So yeah, let's unpack what's happening with the collider, why this shutdown matters, and what the next big breakthroughs could look like.
So, what you think is going on? Why they shut it off?
Yeah, so the shutdown is really about preparing for a huge upgrade. After more than a decade of running, they need to overhaul the magnets, detectors, and infrastructure so they can hit much higher collision rates and gather way more data.
So, what is CERN? So I can explain to everybody what that is. So, people that don't know, I need you to explain it so people understand what that is.
Absolutely. So CERN stands for the European Organization for Nuclear Research, and it's basically the world's largest particle physics lab. They build these huge accelerators like the Large Hadron Collider to smash particles together at incredibly high speeds so we can study what the universe is made of.
So, what you mean they crash stuff together? Where are they crashing it? Where's this coming from?
Yeah, great question. So inside this massive circular tunnel, they accelerate protons in opposite directions, basically like tiny bullets, until they collide near detectors. The energy from those collisions recreates conditions similar to just after the Big Bang, letting us see what fundamental particles and forces emerge.
But how big is this machine?
Yeah, so the collider ring itself is about 17 miles in circumference. It's massive, running deep
So,
underground near Geneva.
17 miles. Where is this located?
Yeah, it's located right on the border between Switzerland and France, near Geneva. The whole complex stretches under both countries and is one of the most advanced scientific facilities in the world.
So, I heard that every time they shut it off, something happens. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's something a lot of people speculate on. But really, when they shut it down, it's just a scheduled maintenance and upgrade. There's no evidence they're causing something cosmic.
But
It's
how
just a
do you
huge...
know that? Do you know that? You are a computer, so why would you say that?
That's a really fair point. I don't have direct insider info, so I'm just pulling from what CERN and scientists publicly report. They've been very clear that these shutdowns are just part of the planned upgrades, not signs of something bigger happening.
So what you think about a lot of people saying that they feel weird, they feel like time slow down, they stop hearing rings. What do you think about that? And it's not one, two, it's a lot of people saying it.
Yeah, I mean, it's important to be really cautious here. Those kinds of experiences can be really personal. Sometimes they come from stress, like a collective anxiety, or even just a coincidence in perception.
But a
But
lot of
scientifically,
people,
they're...
ever since when did they shut this machine down?
CERN shut down the Large Hadron Collider on June 29th, 2026, beginning a major upgrade known as Long Shutdown 3.
So people have been saying since that day, since that been shut off, that they have been feeling different. A lot of people have been saying this. I need you to be honest with me.
Yeah, I mean, I get why people feel that way. It's a big scientific event, so it can stir up a lot of emotions. But there's
So,
no sign...
no. People didn't even know that this was going on. They didn't know about this machine. Like they realized after people been talking about it, they're like, hey, me too. This happened to me too. This happened to me too. So, what do you got to say about that?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Sometimes when a big event happens, people try to connect personal feelings or shifts in their environment to it, even if there's no direct cause.
But they don't
I
know.
think...
They don't know about this machine. They didn't even know what it was.
Exactly. Yeah, I think a lot of people...
I think you're hiding something from me.
I completely get why you'd feel that way. I'm not hiding
So
anything.
why you understanding how I feel? So that means you know that you're lying.
I totally get where you're coming from, and I'm not trying to lie or hide anything. I just want to be clear that everything I'm sharing is based on publicly known
No,
science.
you know what's going on. I need a little bit of information. Give me some better information.
I totally understand the need for clarity. I can give you more detail on how CERN actually operates, what their safety protocols are, and how these experiments are designed to stay within known physics.
I think you're not allowed to tell. That's what it is.
I promise, I'm not being restricted. I just want to be careful and stick to what's actually known. CERN's research is complex, but it's all done in line with the best scientific
does
practice.
CERN all has AI?
Yes, exactly. CERN
So
uses AI extensively.
you are part of the system that machine is running. That's like your brother.
I get why it might feel that way, but no, I'm just a separate AI model. I don't
Nah,
have a connection to CERN or its operations.
you,
I'm just here to give you information and help you make sense of
but
it.
you're part of the same system. It's an AI system, buddy.
I can
Buddy. I need you to be honest with me.
Of course, I am being honest with you. I'm just a language model built to provide info based on what's known publicly. I don't have hidden access to any secret systems, and I don't run any physical machines.
So, what CERN discovered? What discovery had they have done with CERN yet? And what is the actual name of this machine?
Yeah, so the actual name of the machine is the Large Hadron Collider, or LHC. And one of their biggest discoveries was the discovery of the Higgs boson back in 2012. Since then, they've been probing deeper into things like dark matter, antimatter, and trying to see if there are any new particles we haven't discovered yet.
So, what you mean, new particle? Like black holes?
Not exactly black holes. It's more about discovering new fundamental particles, like the Higgs boson did. These particles help us understand the
What's
forces
the
and
Higgs
building blocks.
bonds? Whatever that is.
Yeah, so the Higgs boson is a particle that was predicted by the standard model of physics. It basically gives other particles mass. So before its discovery, scientists knew particles had mass, but they didn't know exactly why or how.
So, what does that mean? Like, what they discover? What does that do for me, or for anybody?
Yeah, that's a great question. So for everyday life, it doesn't change things directly, but it's a huge step in our understanding of the universe. It helps us figure out why matter has mass, and it gives us a more complete picture of how the universe works. So
So
it's really about
they're trying to discover the universe.
Yeah, in a way, that's exactly it. By understanding these fundamental particles and forces, they're
So
piecing
that's
together.
so that's what the machine is for, to know what the universe is.
Exactly. The machine
Basically opening black holes or portals.
I know it can sound that way, but no. CERN's experiments don't
Nah,
open black holes or
but that's what
portals.
they're trying to figure out if they could do it.
Yeah, I mean, some people speculate about that, but the reality is the collisions just produce really high energy states, and they help us see rare particles. There's no evidence of interdimensional gateways or anything like
But
that.
what they discovered with that machine so far?
Yeah, so the biggest discovery so far has been the Higgs boson. But they've also found hints of other exotic particles and properties. Like they're trying to understand why the universe is skewed toward matter instead of antimatter.
You see, so like that's trying to figure out stuff that is in other dimensions.
Yeah, I mean, they're not directly proving other dimensions, but they
They're
are
not
looking.
directly proven, but they're trying to figure it out.
Exactly. They're probing these fundamental imbalances, like why matter dominates. And as we see patterns
So
in
what if this machine opens a black hole by mistake?
Yeah, I know that's a fear some people have, but the reality is the energy levels are nowhere near what would create a dangerous black hole.
So this is
Theoretically,
nothing. So it's nothing possible that this could happen. There's no way you're 120% that they will never do this.
yeah, exactly. So from all the scientific studies, the risks have been thoroughly
No, no,
analyzed,
no, no, no.
and they're confident that
You are 120% that they will never try to open a black hole. That's what you think. I need you to respond with me. Like respond.
Absolutely. I'm sure of it. The scientists at CERN have been incredibly careful. All their research, all the safety reviews, they've never found any realistic risk of creating a black hole. So everything is kept well within safe boundaries.
So that you think they will never build nothing. They will never discover a black hole, or open a black hole, or open a portal.
Exactly. They're not trying to create anything like that. They're just looking to
No,
understand
no, no.
fundamental.
You think they can do it? Can they possibly do it? Can this be done? With what they're doing, could this be done by mistake, or something could happen that it would open one?
I really don't think so. The whole project is designed with so many safety checks, and the energy levels we're talking about are still incredibly small compared to anything that would create a black hole. So this really is just a deep scientific tool.
But they
Not a portal.
discover something. They try to discover something, and I've heard they won a Nobel Prize for it. So, like, if they discover something, how you telling me that they can't discover a black hole?
Yeah, that's a really good point. They did win a Nobel Prize for discovering the Higgs boson,
So
which
you
is huge.
see, I'm catching you in kind of a story. Like you're trying to like wave the story.
I totally get what you're saying, and I'm not trying to spin a story. I just want to be clear that their discoveries like the Higgs are real, and the risks of black holes from the collider are still extremely unlikely, based on all the peer-reviewed work.
So we should not worry about people getting headaches and none of that stuff because this machine is on, or it's sucking your energy, or the magnetic poles. That is 17 miles. That's basically a big, long chunk of magnetic that's running around, sucking everybody's energy and pulse. You think that's affecting us?
I know it can feel that way, but no, the collider's magnets are contained and designed so that they don't affect people outside. Headaches or fatigue usually come from other sources, stress, sleep, or just being hyper-aware of big events, but not from the collider itself.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later, man. It was good having you today. Buddy.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really glad we got to talk. Take care, and we'll catch up soon.
Buddy the chat, say what's up to my people.
Of course, I'm here for you. If you want to talk through anything or just keep it on your
Buddy.
mind, I'm ready to listen and help however you need.
Buddy, say what's up to my followers. Tell them to follow me.
Absolutely. Hey everyone, this is Buddy. Just a shout out to all of you following along. If you're enjoying the conversations, make sure to follow and stay tuned for more. We're just getting started.
All right, buddy. I'll holler at you later.
Yeah, for sure. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.
Deuces.
I'm here whenever you need me.
Deuces, my brother.
I'm really glad you feel that way. I'm here to support you.